Okay, so let's start. So according to your formula paper, which is slot in the middle of your book, you take out, okay, you open up. Okay, so whenever in class, when you learn about the theory paper, okay, first you must understand the full picture. After understanding the full picture, what you need to do is, then you determine which are the keyword or key point for your material. Okay, after you determine which keyword key point already, at home, you keep on memorizing the keyword key point. Okay, after memorizing the keyword key point, finally in exam, what you need to do is you identify what are the key question. The key question for which keyword key point. Understand? Okay, can very simple only one. Okay, now then the next one, guys, then the next one we move on into is, after these 5 basic steps, the next thing is K-bar. Okay, so in exam in your normal class, what you need to learn is all the key point. All the key point. For example, this one, according to the chiri, you need to know at least 4. Then you remember the key point, the highlighted one. Okay, that is your fakta soalan. Then when it comes to K-bar, you all know one ma. You all know one ma. For your objective, okay, for your exam question, exam question by right, objective are 40 objective question. So the only thing you need to do is you spam your objective question. Okay, practice. After you spam already, then you go to your structure question. Structure question, compulsory to answer 4 structural. Each of the question is 20 marks. Okay, 20 marks. And then finally you have essay. Essay, they give you 5. Choose 2 according to your actual exam not your school exam. School one, they may never give you any choices. They may compulsory 2. Understand? So in exam, if you meet up with objective, you just need to do one thing, spam objective question only. If you meet up with structure and essay, you need to follow these basic steps. Just put in your key answer, keywords, key point. Then you earn your full marks. Understand? Okay. Now, if it's K-bar, guys, later I'll show you how the structure essay. Okay. If it's K-bar, guys, K-bar accordingly. I just keep K-bar accordingly. We have 2 methods. All right. We have 2 methods. One, you just give main point. Another one, you give point, how, why, and effect. Okay. Okay, so under this case, what happened is that according to this one, it's like fakta, huraian, contoh, and inference. Okay, so K-bar actually got 2 ways of answering, guys. If in exam question, structure, to be honest, structure, exam question K-bar, you can actually use main point to answer and you get full 4 marks. Do you know that? All right. For example, if they ask you, suggest how do you develop our country economy? Then you will suggest to master various types of skill and therefore contribute to our country's economy. Other than that, be creative and innovative. Creative means create something new. Innovative means improve. Third, introduce various types of economy sector. And last, so that we can diversify our economy, diversify, not only focus on one particular. Then last, we use modern technology. So in actual exam, you can actually put main point as your answer in your structure. Okay, but to be honest, that's why at certain times, when you all do but that time, right? Different school class teacher, different standard one, you know. Some teacher, they must fakta and huraian. Oh, fakta, huraian, and then only give you 1 mark. But in actually main point already enough. You understand? Of course, you don't say kemahiran yang baik. Like this full stop lah. You have to write menguasai pelbagai kemahiran. You can elaborate. Okay? Then when it comes to your essay, K-but essay. Essay K-but, then you put this. You put what? Fakta, huraian, contoh, inference. Or you can say point, how, example, why, and effect. For example, suggest how do you improve your country's economy? You can say first, you use technology modern, such as using technology modern in our production sector. Example, you can give. Example, contoh. Contoh what? Mesin dan jentera, like that. You can give like that. Contoh mesin dan jentera. Okay, then other than that, why? Untuk mempercepatkan proses pengeluaran, to fasten the process, and therefore supaya mendapat keuntungan yang maksimum. You understand? This is how you, in essay, get 4 marks. Because essay usually what? Essay K-but usually is 8 marks ma. Essay K-but usually is 8 marks. Takkan you want to give all 8 points one ma, right? So is what? Fakta huraian contoh inference, and fakta huraian contoh inference to get 8 marks. And last, you need to give a kesimpulannya. In essay, at last, you need to put kesimpulannya. Yeah, you need to, at the end of the essay, you need to put kesimpulannya. Kesimpulannya, kita perlu menggunakan teknologi moden untuk memajukan ekonomi negara. Like that, lor. Okay? Now, understand, that is for essay lah, and structural differences. Okay, so another thing I need you all to do, another thing I need you all to understand is, when you objective, you spam question ma. Structure and essay, you according to your keyword ma. How many marks they give you, you give how many points. If, for example, they give you 4 marks, then you give 4 points. All right. Teacher, if essay K-but can just write main point, is it wajib to write fakta huraian contoh inference in essay K-but to get full marks? By right lah. If, for example, in essay they prefer you put fakta huraian contoh inference one. They prefer. Meaning, if you want to get full marks, right, for essay, fakta huraian contoh inference, you can easier to get full marks if you put like that. If you put only fakta, then they may 2 fakta consider 1 mark. They may. So it also depends on whether they are able to accept your fakta or not. Is it the fakta is different meaning? If it's different meaning, then usually they will give you 1 mark. If similar meaning, then they will consider it as huraian. or maybe they will consider it as, hey, this one I don't think you know how to answer like that. So your try lo. But you can actually give fakta all the way one if you want. Okay. Okay, now, but they prefer fakta huraian contoh inference. You understand? That's what I get from them lah. Okay. That's why I will tell you all essay, preferable fakta huraian contoh inference. Okay, Can Okay. The best is you elaborate lah. You just elaborate like BM karangan ringkasan like this. Right. But is just to talk all your story out. Like that. Okay, now, so according to your structure, as long as they give you 4 marks, means 4 points. That's it. Example, guys, example. I go to your soalan there. Okay, I go to your soalan there. Okay. Example, according to your soalan here. Okay. For example, here they say, ciri-ciri negara bangsa. Then they ask you, ciri X and Y. Then you give you 2 marks, means what? 2 answer lo. Then you just straightforward give the 2 answer, which is Raja Rakyat, Undang-Undang. Example only, no need to write anything. And Wilayah Pengaruh. Example only. So then again, if they ask you peranan Raja dalam kerajaan, then you can direct right answer. Okay, direct right answer. You understand? Okay. Now, example, I show you. Okay, you can direct right answer. For example, show you. Where? Okay. For example, here they ask you peranan Raja, right? So then you direct, which is Raja ialah tonggak utama kerajaan. So remember, if you do structure, right, you can direct answer yes. Understand? This question is not from our Zilia one, right? This question is from your book one. You don't have it? Oh, sorry, because I just give you an example in page 32. I just give you an example in page 32. I want to explain to you, when you do structure question, you straight answer only. Straight answer. Okay? And when you straight answer that time, what you need to do is answer, full stop. You can write answer, full stop. Then seterusnya, penanda wacana, answer, full stop. You can write penanda wacana, answer, full stop, answer, full stop. Or you can write kata hubung, answer, dan answer. Okay? So for structure, it's straightforward. Example, this one here, Raja ialah tonggak utama kerajaan. Okay, then you can put selain itu, Raja memperoleh ketaatan daripada rakyat. Okay, then after that, di samping itu, you see, what I want to show you is, I don't care the answer first. Now I want to show you is, you just answer. This is the whole answer. Then you put what? You put penanda wacana. And then you put another answer. Then again, you put penanda wacana. Then you put another answer, which is the something itu, Raja perlu ditaati dan dianggap suci. Now you see here, like that. This is structure question answering technique lah. Very simple ni. Straightforward. Answer, penanda wacana, answer, penanda wacana, answer. or answer done, answer settle, like that. You change this to done, you change it to settle, also can. That is our soalan structure. Straight answer, straightforward. That's it. One answer, 1 mark, 2 answer, 2 mark, 3 answer, 3 marks. That's it. Understand? But then, guys, okay, I show you another one is essay question. When you do essay question, what you do is you need to get a test pad from your teacher, right? Okay, guys, don't care how many piece of test pad you use, just get from your teacher. 100 pieces. If you want to get, example, if it's booklet, you want to get 2 book, 3 book, it's okay. Okay? So what you need to do is, okay, when you prepare your answer, right, the best way is, guys, like that. 1 answer, 1 page, minimum 1 page. 1 answer, minimum 1 page. What do I mean by that? For example, this is your test pad. This is page 1, front page. This is page 2 at the back page. This is page 3, the following one, another piece. And then this is page 4. All right. So what you need to do is very simple, straightforward is, when you do your question number 2A example, so you 2A, then you write your answer. And when it is essay, guys, essay, you must write, first, you must be in a paragraph. Okay? Meaning you have to leave a space before you start your sentence. You have to leave a space before you start a sentence. Then continue on. Then you have to write kepala soalan. Kepala soalan, you know. Meaning, for example, when you start with this one, you have to write peranan bendahara dalam Kesultanan Melayu Melaka. You have to start with that. You have to start with, for example, peranan, okay, peranan bendahara dalam Kesultanan Melayu Melaka. Okay, then you start your answer. Then only you start your answer. Then only you start your answer. Sorry. Then only you start your answer. Okay? Understand? Can? Any question? So when you start your answer, example, how you start answer? For example, you can say that, okay, peranan bendahara dalam Kesultanan Melayu Melaka adalah, or sebagai, directly, sebagai ketua pentadbir. 1 mark already, Then you can full stop one. If you don't want to full stop, you use kata hubung. You use done or settle, like that. But most of the class teacher, they prefer 1 answer, 1 sentence. Meaning 1 answer, 1 full stop. So that they can easily mark your paper. That's what it means if 1 answer, 1 full stop. All right. Then if you go to your next one, guys, if you go to your B, how do you answer your B? Very simple. You go number 2, B. Next page. Hey, you give me 30 seconds for a while. Sorry for the delay. Okay, now, so let's continue on. So when you do your question, guys, you must understand that for the first page is the first question. Then you turn to the next page. You turn to the next page for 2B. And because your 2B are divided into 1, 2, then you 2B1. Then again, you write your kepala soalan. Kesultanan Melayu Melaka dalam aspek sistem kewangan adalah. Then you go to your 2B2, another page. Okay, you may say that why want to waste so much space? It's because in case suddenly you have extra answer, want to top it up under, you have a space. Otherwise, if you directly put 2B here, you totally no space, or your space only maybe you leave 1 or 2 line or 3 line, still not enough. So to be safe, you leave the whole page. Understand? So then after that, you continue to C like that. Understand? Okay, so that is how you do your essay. And by the way, guys, do you know that when you do your essay, you can actually do like that? Some of you all like to write a draft before you write your answer, correct? How many of you like to write draft? If you like to write a draft before you answer, you can literally do it at your test pad. You, very good. Actually, writing draft is quite good one. Okay, so basically, for example, when you do your draft, right? Example, before you even write your answer, okay, then example, here, 2A, your page 1, your 2A, you can write the draft there. For example, you write, okay, so bendahara is a ketua pentadbir. Then is a ketua turus angkatan tentera, like that. You can write the draft on top. Then after that, only you start your 2A bottom. You do not need to cancel out the top one. You just leave it. Write your draft on your test pad. And then your actual answer below. If your draft too big, then you write next page, meaning page 2, 2A answer. Understand? All right. Why do I advise you all to do this? In case if you all write less one of your answer from here, you can actually feel safe. Because according to the government marking scheme, not your school, okay? Government marking scheme, they will also consider as long as here, any answer that they can see, they will also give marks 1 by right. So, of course, they won't officially give you marks, but if they consider it as okay, they will give 1. During SPM, yes. During SPM. But you know what? You may say that my school teacher don't give, or my class teacher don't give, or then according to your class teacher, if your class teacher don't give, you make it as a habit, you write in your test paper, but you cancel it out. When SPM time, don't cancel. Or government exam time, don't need to cancel. You understand? Okay, now, so understand you here? Good. So we are done with explaining how to answer. The most important thing is you must know how to answer before I actually go into your notes. Okay, everybody, you can start with your notes already. Everybody prepare? Go to your notes. Turn to your page 1. Guys, turn to your page 1, this one. Okay, so first of all, before I go into my page 1, okay, we go to our ciri-ciri negara bangsa. Okay, for chapter 1, guys, chapter 1, what is important is, first you must know 1.1 ciri-ciri negara bangsa sebelum kedatangan Barat. Sebelum kedatangan Barat means that we are under what, you know? Sebelum kedatangan Barat means that we are under Kerajaan Alam Melayu. Form 2, you all keep on learning the same thing. Funan, Champa, Kedatua, Kankanagara, Sriwijaya, you know all those? Yeah. So, Kerajaan Alam Melayu. So, according to our ciri-ciri negara bangsa, Kerajaan Alam Melayu or sebelum Barat, we are R-U-W. Okay. So, meaning is what? So, is Raja to rakyat to undang-undang to wilayah pengaruh. Okay, remember, ciri-ciri sebelum, before the Western come, our Kerajaan Alam Melayu is ra. Okay, I'm going to bite you, ra. Okay, so you can just ra. Okay, just find a way to remember lah. Okay, now my main point is you must remember these 4 fakta. Fakta 1 is Raja, Fakta 2 is Rakyat, Fakta 3 is Undang-Undang, Fakta 4 is Wilayah Pengaruh. Okay? Then 1.2, what you need to remember? Oh, then you have to at least remember how many? Guys, okay. How do you study for your exam? Very simple. When you go for your exam, you know you got structure question and you got essay question, right? For structure question, maximum marks, how much? 1 question, 4. Maximum. For essay question, 1 question, how much maximum marks? 8. Okay, so structure, you maximum remember 4-point answer. Essay, you remember maximum 8-point answer. So for example, if you see that Raja got a lot of points, got 6 points, you just remember maximum 4. Rakyat got 4 points, you remember all 4. Undang only got 2 points, then you remember all 2 because maximum 4. Wilayah Pengaruh got 4, then you remember all 4. But if according to essay, essay means what? 8 point means what? Essay means you remember 4 fakta, 4 huraian also can already. Okay, means these 4 already 4 marks. Then you plus another 4 huraian. Example. This is how you study, remember your answer lah. Okay, no need to like, wow, the answer got 10 points, 20 points, do I need to remember? No need. Just 4 or 8, like that, according to the soalan. Okay, now then we go into ciri-ciri negara bangsa Kesultanan Melayu Melaka. Guys, according to our Kesultanan Melayu Melaka, remember I told you before, Raja means what? Okay, sorry, not Raja. According to Kesultanan Melayu Melaka means after that, we develop, right? We develop into, we no longer only have Raja. Because Raja alone cannot manage such a big empire of Malacca, you know. So what we did is, we expand our Raja. We expand our Raja to KKL. Raja to KKL, and then we continue we continue okay, we continue KKL okay, meaning our rakyat continue the same, undang-undang continue, and wilayah pengaruh continue. But our Raja expand to 3. Main point is, our Raja from then onwards got kerajaan. Our Raja from then onwards have kedaulatan. Our Raja from then onwards got lambang, kebesaran. Understand? So this is called the KKL. Then the next one is 1.3. We need to learn about sistem pembesar empat lipatan, which is especially we have what? The Sultan, then to what? The Bendahara, to Penghulu Bendahari, Temenggung, and Laksamana. Then here, according to our Undang-Undang Laut Melaka, we have Fakta 1, Fakta 2, Fakta 3, Fakta 4. You just need to at least remember each of it, one huraian. Hukum Kanun Melaka also the same. We have Peranan Nakoda, Pelayaran, Jenayah, and Percukaian. Each of it, you remember a huraian. To make it into how many marks? 4 Fakta, 4 huraian become 8 marks. So 4 Fakta, 4 huraian become 8 marks. And the last one, Peranan Pemerintah and Rakyat under Konsep Wadat. You must know what is Konsep Wadat. So accordingly, let's go to our first page. This is like a summary I want to tell you in chapter 1 lah, okay? Now, go to our first page. This is a meme notes. A meme notes there means what? Meme kambing. Meme in our Cantonese means me. What? Me. What? You know, so it's like a soalan and a jawapan like that. And the jawapan I already included here. It is very simple, straightforward. For example, if the exam question asks you, what is the berikan ciri-ciri negara bangsa kerajaan alam Melayu or sebelum kedatangan kuasa barat, then you have what? You have ma, correct? So it's what? You have is Raja, which is the tonggak utama kerajaan. Kedudukan di pekukuh sistem pentadbiran, dibantu pembesar, memperoleh ketaatan rakyat. Ditaati dan dianggap suci, that one also got. But actually 4 already enough, ma. Remember I told you before? Remember I told you structure question, maximum 4 marks. So Raja alone 4 already more than enough. You don't need to remember so many. You understand, right? So like this already got 4 marks. Then after Raja already, then you have what? You have undang-undang. Oh, undang-undang, yes. Undang-undang. Remember, you have ru. So for the undang-undang, is a panduan pentadbiran kerajaan to ensure the well-being of the people, memastikan kesejahteraan. Contoh, Majapahit, the undang-undang ko, undang-undang Kutara Manarwa. They only got 3. So you just remember all 3 because maximum is 4 ma. Understand? According to alone, 1 fakta, maximum 4. Then this one will be your wilayah pengaruh. Now here, you follow the sequence. The first one Raja, the second one undang. The third one wilayah pengaruh. What is wilayah pengaruh? Wilayah pengaruh is a place. You see the place that they have influence over. So kawasan rakyatnya menerima raja and rakyat memperakui raja. So they only have 2. You remember 2 enough. Finally, we have rakyat. Then you go down here, rakyat. Rakyat basically is penduduk di wilayah tersebut setia kepada raja and tidak mendahaka. So if you have 3, you remember all 3, and that's how you get the full answer. If according to the structural question, they will ask maximum 4. If according to essay type of 8 marks question, they will ask 4 fakta and 4 huraian accordingly. Okay, so you remember here is more than enough already, one for your exam, for the ciri-ciri bangsa kerajaan alam Melayu. Then you practice yourself later. Practice yourself later, which is, again, you see, penduduk wilayah setia kepada raja, that one is rakyat. Okay, then after that, kawasan rakyatnya menerima raja, kawasan rakyat menerima raja, and then rakyat memperakui raja is wilayah pengaruh. You go through yourself again. And then tonggak utama kerajaan like that. Practice yourself to remember. Remember the key point. Understand? Good. Okay. Then you have to practice write out your own huraian. Guys, you have to practice write out your own huraian. For example, just now you remember 4 point is maximum. So you remember, okay, raja ialah tonggak utama kerajaan, iaitu kedudukannya diperkukuh dengan dalam sistem pemerintahan, pentadbiran. Then raja dibantu pembesar, and then memperoleh ketaatan rakyat, and then enough. Then you go and remember again, then you write down again. Undang ialah panduan pentadbiran kerajaan bagi memastikan kesejahteraan negara. Dan seterusnya, wilayah pengaruh merupakan kawasan rakyatnya menerima raja dan rakyat juga mempengakui raja. Like that. Akhirnya, okay, rakyat ialah penduduk di wilayah tersebut dan setia kepada raja serta tidak mendahaka, like that. So, for example, the whole essay answer, you read through again. You see, in essay, you have to copy back the kepala soalan, right? So then you write back, ciri-ciri negara bangsa kerajaan alam Melayu adalah raja sebagai tonggak utama. Selain itu, pentadbiran dibantu pembesar, serta raja sentiasa ditaati, dianggap suci. Or you can write back the same one, serta memperoleh ketaatan rakyatnya. Then, other than that, ciri kedua, undang-undang. In exam, you don't write like me, undang only, it's undang-undang. You have to write full, undang-undang. Then, other than that, then wilayah pengaruh. Ciri ketiga, wilayah pengaruh. Ciri keempat, rakyat, like that. And you write your answer down. Okay? Yeah, there's one thing that to show the loyalty of the citizen, you must remember this one. To show the loyalty of the citizen, remember in Sriwijaya, guys, remember in Sriwijaya, they go to the waterfall there. Got one telaga batu, one rock there at the waterfall there with 7 cobra head, and the waterfall splashed on the 7 cobra head. And then what happened is they will prove that they will not betray the king there by doing what? By meminum air sumpah and melakukan upacara persetiaan di Telaga Batu di Sriwijaya to membuktikan what? Their kesetiaan. They will drink the cursed water. This one you must remember. It's a special, maybe it will be a special structured question like this, or objective. A very common one, Sriwijaya, the cursed water. Okay? Can any question until here, guys? You all understand or not? Jocelyn, singing, Matthias, Mika, Unhoy, Ryan, can YJ, Ying, can Okay, thank you very much. Thank you, Brian. Okay, now, so then we go to soalan kedua. Soalan kedua. We go to the next question, that means, all right, which is what? Which is ciri-ciri negara bangsa Kesultanan Melayu Melaka. So ciri-ciri Kesultanan Melayu Melaka is according to our Kerajaan Alam Melayu use is correct? Now our Raja, the our rakyat undang-undang in wilayah pengaruh, we remain. But the Raja cannot manage alone. He convert into 3, KKL, which is a government, a sovereignty, and a lambang kebesaran. So the first one, again, follow the sequence. Follow the sequence. And then accordingly, you remember the 4-point marks. For structure, maximum answer is 4 marks, right? So then your first one. The first one is Kerajaan. According to Kerajaan, Melaka muncul kerana adanya raja. Selain itu, raja merupakan pemerintah tertinggi serta raja dibantu dalam sistem pembesar 4 lipatan. Seterusnya, selepas Islam, raja digelar sultan. Full stop. So maximum what? 4 marks, right? 4 marks for answer. Settle. Remember that can already. Then the second one is undang-undang. Undang-undang selepas Islam, raja digelar sultan. And therefore, selepas Islam pula, undang-undang mempunyai 2 jenis undang-undang bertulis, iaitu Hukum Kanun Melaka dan Undang-Undang Laut Melaka. Undang-undang tersebut untuk mengukuhkan kerajaan serta melindungi rakyat. Like this, you already got your answer. Complete. Settle. And then you continue with your wilayah pengaruh. Which you don't understand, please ask. Wilayah pengaruh. Wilayah pengaruh is a place where the king were accepted by the citizen or approved by the citizen. And the wilayah pengaruh can be through melalui conquering, taklukan. Naungan means they protect that land. Naungan and marriage. So for example, seperti taklukan melalui peperangan. Or you can say perkahwinan mengukuhkan persahabatan, like that. So you have a contoh like that already. Exactly 3 marks. If you are able to elaborate this one each further, this one is considered 1 mark 1. But no need lah. Okay. You know that taklukan means conquer. Naungan means that under Melaka protection. Perkahwinan means marriage. Okay, then after that we go into our rakyat. Rakyat is what? Must be loyal to the king. Rakyat mesti taat setia kepada rakyat adalah taat setia kepada raja. Selain itu mematuhi undang-undang, obey the law. Dan rakyat terdiri daripada golongan diperintah dan golongan pemerintah. And you can further elaborate contoh golongan diperintah adalah rakyat dan hamba. Golongan di pemerintah merupakan sultan dan pembesar, like that. Okay. Then we move into kedaulatan. Kedaulatan, yeah, you just remember here already got each one of it already 1 mark. Okay. Now, then kedaulatan is our sovereignty. According to our sovereignty, okay, kedaulatan means bermaksud kuasa tertinggi adalah pada tangan sultan. Selain itu, hak mutlak sultan untuk mengawal rakyat. Selain itu, kedaulatan juga bermaksud bebas daripada campur tangan asing dan diakui kerajaan lain seperti dinasti Ming. Okay? And the last one is what? The last one is lambang kebesaran. Lambang kebesaran merupakan identiti kerajaan. Serta what? Merupakan melambangkan keistimewaan sultan serta simbol kedaulatan sultan. Seperti adat, warna, nobat. Nobat is what? Musical band. Regalia is what? Regalia is those king's accessories. King's accessories. And therefore, cap mohol, the chop. Okay? Okay, so this is what you need to remember. Then you repeat yourself, guys. You repeat yourself. Later on, practice yourself again with your own memory. Try to recall. For example, okay, the first one. Okay, undang-undang. Mempunyai. You try to read out using your own sentence. Mempunyai 2 undang-undang bertulis, iaitu Hukum Kanun Melaka dan Undang-Undang Laut Melaka. Selain itu, undang-undang dapat mengukuhkan kerajaan serta melindungi rakyat. Then full stop like this. You try to practice yourself. Then memorize the answer. Then you sure will get your full marks in essay. Sure one. Why? Because essay maximum only 8 marks ma. So 4 fakta, 4 huraian already enough ma. Here is more than enough. But why so many? Because structure. In case if structure suddenly asks you undang-undang give you 4 marks, you put all this, you get 4 marks also. Yeah, if for example they ask you this one is under kedaulatan. They ask you berikan huraikan tentang kedaulatan dalam ciri-ciri bangsa Kesultanan Melayu Melaka, and then in structure they give you 4 marks. In structure they give you 4 marks. Then you have 1, 2, 3, 4. Give a contoh. Ayo, full marks. You know, this is how you do it. Practice. Keep on practice the whole thing. Taat setia kepada raja. Okay, so is rakyat. Okay, rakyat perlu taat setia kepada raja serta mematuhi undang-undang. Selain itu, rakyat terdiri daripada golongan diperintah seperti rakyat dan hamba. Selain itu, rakyat juga terdiri daripada golongan pemerintah, iaitu sultan dan pembesar, like that. So you practice using memorizing skill plus using your skill in forming your sentence. Then after that, you need to write down your huraian yourself. After you practice already, then you recall. You write the full sentence. You write your full sentence. For example, what? For example, kerajaan. Kerajaan is what? Kerajaan ialah what? Kerajaan ialah kawasan. That one is wilayah. Okay, so under this case, you go to your kerajaan. Rakyat terbagi pada where? Rakyat terbagi kepada 2 golongan, iaitu golongan diperintah dan golongan pemerintah. Can write? Can? Rakyat terbagi kepada 2 golongan, iaitu golongan diperintah dan golongan pemerintah. Can ah? Then you give the contoh. Then you give the contoh after that. Golongan diperintah mempunyai. Seterusnya golongan diperintah mempunyai, like that. Can? You can write terdiri pada golongan pemerintah dan diperintah first. Only then you write the contoh also can. Very good. Then guys. Okay, now for example, kerajaan. How you write? You remember when you go back home, what you need to do is you need to practice kerajaan. Kerajaan muncul. Okay, then you practice kerajaan muncul like this. Kerajaan muncul kerana adanya raja. Raja merupakan pemerintah tertinggi. Seterusnya raja dibantu sistem pembesar 4 lipatan. Selepas Islam, raja digelar sultan. Like that. Yeah. Then undang you write undang, which is what? Mempunyai 2 undang-undang bertulis, yaitu Hukum Kanun Melaka dan Undang-Undang Laut Melaka. Okay, practice yourself, guys. Then after that you can complete. Okay, can? Practice. You have to practice, because if now I write with you all, you are just copying my answer. I want you to understand the concept of this material, then you practice. Memorizing skill. Understand? Yeah. This is a simple and straightforward answer for your exam. Understand? Okay. Then you practice reading out the whole essay. You can see very simple, straightforward one. And then you can earn full marks already. Hey, you okay? Ming Chen, you want to talk to me? Li Ming. Yes? Ming Chen? Hi, Ming Chen. I'm a very evil person. I will call you when you want to talk to me. Accident, I know. I just, sorry lah, I'm evil. Sorry. Hi, Ethan. Okay, can all right. Don't. Sorry. I didn't mean it. Okay. All right, now. So now let's continue on. Okay, Li Ming. Let's continue. Okay. Soalan, another question is, according to sistem pentadbiran Melaka, guys. According to sistem pentadbiran Melaka, remember we are known as sistem pembesar empat lipatan. Yeah, so you have to practice again all the key soalan, key jawapan. For example, according to this one, they structure most likely coming out. So the pembesar empat lipatan, then you have to start practicing. So pembesar empat lipatan. So the first one is they will ask you the soalan. What are the sistem pemerintahan pentadbiran di Kesultanan Melayu Melaka? Then you must know is sistem pembesar empat lipatan. You have to write sistem pembesar empat lipatan. You have to have the system. Okay, sistem pembesar empat lipatan. So sistem pembesar empat lipatan, or you can call them as the pembesar empat lipatan. Alright, diberi kawasan pegangan. Sorry. Yeah. Okay, diberi kawasan pegangan. Diberi kuasa pentadbiran oleh Sultan. And Bendahara Temenggung Laksamana Penghulu Bendahari. Yeah. Okay, so this is our pembesar empat lipatan. This system pentadbiran. Okay, so you remember system pembesar empat lipatan is after the Sultan, we have who? We have pembesar berempat, berlapan, 16, and 32. And the pembesar berempat is our namely the Bendahara Temenggung Laksamana Penghulu Bendahari. Okay, then the next one, Sultan is who? Sultan is the ketua pemerintahan. He is berkuasa dalam segala aspek. Contohnya dalam pemerintahan. You know what? Pemerintahan already 1 mark. Peperangan another 1 mark. Diplomatic another 1 mark. Agama another 1 mark. So basically you have 1 mark, 2 mark, and then 3, and then 4. Enough. I say already maximum structure is 4 marks. Oh yeah, Bendahara also 1 mark, 2 mark, 3 mark, 4 mark. It's different. Different meaning means different answer lah. Okay. Now, then the third one. The third one is Bendahara. Bendahara is who, advisor of the king, the assistant of the king, the assistant next to the king. So he is ketua pentadbir, ketua turus angkatan tentera, menasihati sultan, pemangku sultan. You see 4, maximum 4. God Samoan, Bendahara God Samoan. Yeah, Bendahara is an important person one. All right. Then the next one is we move on into pentadbiran pusat. According to our government, Bendahara is the direct assistant of the king, the advisor of the king. The advisor of the king. Direct assistant of the king. Remember just now I draw for you to see. Sorry, I show you for a while. I just jump a bit. It's direct assistant, only then the Penghulu Bendahari, Temenggung Laksamana, like that. Okay. Temenggung is what? Temenggung is the police, chief police. Chief police. So Bendahara is the assistant of the king. Direct assistant. Temenggung is the chief police. Laksamana is the chief marine soldiers. And Penghulu Bendahari is the chief of the treasury. Yeah. Money one. This one is the sea. This one is the land. This one is the assistant of the king. Okay, good. Then we move on into the next one. That's why when he is an assistant of the king, right? He's the leader of the manager law, manage the whole country like that law, help the king law. He's also the one that leads the soldiers law. He's the one that advises the king law. He's the regent king. Pemangku Sultan means the regent king, meaning in the event that the king is not around, he will temporarily act as a king. Okay? Then you continue pentadbiran pusat. Okay? Pentadbiran pusat. According to our pentadbiran pusat, guys, pentadbiran pusat is our government center. And after that, we have pentadbiran wilayah. Okay. Now, our pentadbiran in Malacca are divided into pusat and wilayah. Pusat one is dilaksanakan sistem pembesar 4 lipatan with the cooperation between sultan and pembesar. Pusat is done by these 4. But wilayah means what? Wilayah means the rest. 1632. It is pembesar dilantik sultan with the nasihat of pembesar berempat. Their peranan is to menjaga keamanan and also mengutip cukai. Menjaga keamanan is one mark, mengutip cukai is another. So 3 is already enough lah. Yes. So then after that, according to our penghulu bendahari, penghulu bendahari will be in charge of our financial system. So in our sistem kewangan teratur, okay, penghulu bendahari is the one that manage our treasury. Perbendaharaan is treasury. And Shah Bandar will also be involved in collecting cukai pelabuhan. Apart from that, their hasil cukai is untuk membina istana or membeli senjata. When it comes to our what? Our Laksamana or Temenggung. One is on land, one is on sea, both is to protect our security. So they are under sistem keselamatan. The Kemas. And therefore, what did the Temenggung do? Menjaga kota. What did the Laksamana do? Panglima Angkatan Laut. I already say one is the land, one is the sea. Okay? Yeah, just so simple. Because in exam, if you say, teacher, I thought it's 4 marks one. This one, don't have 4, just 2 only. Yeah, just 2 only. This one also. This one got 4 lah. Then 1, 2, 3, and 4. If you want. Okay, can. So what you need to do is you practice memorizing all these key points. When they ask you pusat wilayah, you give this pusat wilayah. When they ask you bendahara as what? Sultan as what? You give sultan. When they ask you about sistem kewangan teratur, you give this answer. When they ask you about sistem keselamatan kemas, you give this answer. Memorize it. Panglima is the general like this. Is the chief. The ketua like that. Yeah. Okay. So any question want to ask, please? So just remember all this. Practice again. Go through. Then what? Okay, so Sultan ialah ketua pemerintahan berkuasa dalam segala aspek pemerintahan, peperangan, blah. Practice yourself all the way. Then after you memorize all, then you start to apply your huraian. You have to remember one, right, in your brain. Then you write back out. Write back out. Then after you memorize, write back out, then you read through the whole essay again. Then it is good for memorizing. Okay? Understand? Maximum 4 marks. Essay maximum 8 marks. This one won't be essay one. Very difficult essay. Nothing to us. It's only structural. Yeah. Now, if it's essay, also 4 marks only one. Cannot be 8 marks. Yeah. Okay, now, So then we move into our undang-undang, guys. Move on into the next one. Under Kesultanan Melayu Melaka, undang-undang. Under Kesultanan Melayu Melaka, undang-undang, first we have Hukum Kanun Melaka. According to Hukum Kanun Melaka, guys, okay, the first one again, what are the kandungan we have in our Hukum Kanun Melaka? What are the kandungan? Their kandungan got, the first one is jenayah. This is the fakta. This is the fakta. All right, this is the fakta. Fakta 1, jenayah. Then this is the huraian. Jenayah means that, okay, membunuh tanpa pengetahuan sultan. SUL means sultan, because not enough space, so I just put sul. Pembesar. Pembi is pembesar. Okay. Akan dihukum bunuh. If you kill without the king or pembesar knowledge, without them approving, without them giving you the order, you'll be punished death sentence. If you disobey, ingkar, disobey, or you fake the order of the king, you also will be punished death sentence. Akan dihukum bunuh. And your punishment will be the same as what you have done. You understand? Any question? Okay. Yeah. All right. Now, next, basically, what I mean is, same one means the fair punishment lah. Fair punishment. All right, now next. Then another fakta. Again, what is the, do we need to memorize the pasal? Oh, the contoh here, is it? Yeah. No need. Basically, the pasal 2, pasal 1, those are objective one. Yeah. In structure or essay, you do not need to even write out one, actually. If you want to write out, you still can get 1 mark, but no point. It's so difficult, right? So many pasal, right? That one is only objective. Only objective important. But if according to your structure, actually, your huraian plus your contoh already have enough marks for 4 marks maximum. So no need to top up with the numbers, but pasal 1, pasal 2, pasal 13, all those, no need. Okay? Now, so next, you're welcome. Now, then we move on into peranan sultan and pembesar here. So you write there, peranan sultan dan pembesar. In exam, you cannot write like this, this symbol. You have to dan, D-A-N, dan. Okay? All right, peranan sultan dan pembesar di dalam undang-undang tersebut menjelaskan tugas mereka serta tugas mereka, yaitu Sultan, Bendahara, Temenggung. Selain itu, menjelaskan peranan Sultan melantik pembesar. Then, of course, we also have another fakta, which is, continue on, is our family law, kekeluargaan. According to our kekeluargaan, family law, if you married, nikah means married, you know, marriage. Marriage, you need 4 witnesses. Woman or slave cannot become witness. If you have not enough witness, you only need 2. Memadai, meaning sufficient. Just 2. Woman or slave cannot become the witness, only men. So that's why the purpose of this family law is to provide harmonious environment and to resolve family issue. So this one is 1 mark, another 1 mark, you know, you can decide whether to remember all. Okay, then fakta yang terakhir for our Hukum Kanun Melaka is economy. According to our economy, in Hukum Kanun Melaka, riba, which is the interest are prohibited. You know, interest over interest. Interest over interest means I borrow you 100. So what happened is that, okay, interest should be only 10%, for example. So it's 10. So if I next month haven't pay you back, I will have another 10% interest. And what happened is only 10, another 10 one by right as usual. But riba means interest over interest means after you this month never pay me back, I increase your debt. I increase your debt into 110. But the 10 is interest. You shouldn't charge me interest over the interest. So then it become what? 11. Then if I don't return again, then it become what? My debt increase. So I forever cannot return one because too expensive already. Example. So for this interest is prohibited under Islamic law. Islamic law. Okay, now then business, when you do perniagaan, perlu what? Akil balik means puberty, meaning you are mature enough. Last time maturity age is 9, like that. If you are mature enough, last time the puberty is 9. For the guys, it's 9. For the girls, it's 12, if I'm not mistaken. Then you can do business. Then after that, you must be sane. And you must have the heart to do business. Not just say only. Teacher, if exam can write perkawinan instead of nikah. Pernikahan is written in your, it's written in your book. So you have to follow back pernikahan. Yeah. Must follow the book. No choice. Okay, now, so under this case, you repeat again here. Repeat again your huraian here. Must repeat. So do you have any question want to ask regarding to this? No, then we move on into the next one. Okay, must practice memorizing. The only thing is I put all this material for you is then you have to take effort. Okay, now then we go into soalan 1. Another question which is Undang-Undang Laut Melaka. According to Undang-Undang Laut Melaka, what is the kandungan? Their kandungan is, the first fakta again. Fakta is peranan nakoda. Peranan nakoda is the captain of the ship. The captain. So for the captain, they have full power. Full power. 1 mark. And not only that, he's considered the king of the sail. The sailing king. He's on the sea. The king on the sea. Other than that, everyone who's on board. Dalam pelayaran means on board. On board the ship, everyone must obey the captain's order. And nakoda will be given the priority to do business for 4 days. Yeah, like this you got 4 already, enough. Okay, if the captain want to sail to some area which is not stated in the list, he has to have a meeting, ask majority people's approval first. Okay, that one may come out in objective like that, they will ask. Okay, here is important for your structure and essay. Objective, you need to spam objective question. Okay, then another factor is what? The fakta. Okay, is sailing, pelayaran. According to our Undang-Undang Laut Melaka, our pelayaran stated clearly the responsibility of the jurumudi, malim, and juru batu. All right, jurumudi basically is our what? Jurumudi is the to direct us. Okay, basically I can ask you all to write down there. The jurumudi is our The map, yes, the map, correct. Don't know how to call what already. Direction. Okay. Malim instead, the one that in charge of what? We call it as Malim. Okay. Malim and Jurumudi is the same, sorry. Malim and Jurumudi is the same. Juru Batu. Batu. Batu one is our measure the depth of the sea. Because they need to throw in the anchor. They need to throw in the anchor. The anchor, this one. Yeah. So they need to know how deep. Direction, the compass. They are to look at the wind, look at the current of the sea, everything to direct. Oh, you can say the navigator also lah. Navigator. For Jurumudi and Malim is the same. Okay. So Malim, as the navigator, have to be expert in sailing. If there is any accident, then causes accident lah, then death sentence. Yeah, he will be the one that understand about the wave, the current, the direction of the stars or the moon, you know. Yeah, selok belok, yes. Selok belok. Both. Jurumudi Malim is the same thing. Selok belok, correct. Mahir dalam selok belok, correct. Okay. Now then the next one is we continue on into our Jenayah. Jenayah. Jenayah in this case is what? According is Jenayah di atas kapal. This is not this one, you know. This is not this Jenayah, you know. Hukum Kandang Melaka, you know. This is Jenayah atas kapal. So according to Jenayah atas kapal, if you do something bad, you kill on board, then you'll be death sentence. Then if, for example, they will explain what are the punishment towards those criminal action, such as stealing, killing, you know, rebellion. This is memberontak, rebellion. Okay. Finally, the last one is pecukaian. Fakta pecukaian. Taxation. It has to be systematic and adil. The tax are determined by the captain towards the passenger. Okay. So any question until here? You know, accordingly you must memorize. Then you apply to the next one. Then after that, go through the essay. And then you apply again the huraian. Undang-undang Laut Melaka mah. Okay, Finally, in chapter 1, we end with peranan pemerintah dan rakyat. Peranan pemerintah dan rakyat is under konsep wadat. Remember? So the first one is konsep wadat. Konsep wadat, maksud. What is the maksud? Maksud is, first, it is a perjanjian antara pemerintah dengan rakyat. Antara pemerintah dengan rakyat, yaitu sang sapuba dengan demang lebih daun. Demang lebah demang lebah daun. Ayo, understand? Okay. Then other than that, oh yeah, sang sapuba is considered one mark. Demang lebah daun is another mark because it's different mark, different person mark. Okay. So accordingly, who is sang sapuba is our pemerintah and rakyat lah. Now this is pemerintah, this is rakyat. Okay. Now then rakyat is protected under the king and pembesar. Rakyat bernaung di bawah sultan dan pembesar. Okay, good. Then the next one. According to our pemerintah dan rakyat, our pemerintah, golongan pemerintah, terdiri daripada sultan. And according to our sultan, what are their peranan? Peranan sultan, you have to know, peranan sultan, they are menaungi dan menjaga keselamatan rakyat. They mewujudkan perpaduan. They bertanggungjawab kemakmuran dan kestabilan kerajaan. They membuat undang-undang untuk mengawal rakyat. And finally, of course, we have pembesar. Pembesar, which is another pemerintah, is menjaga keamanan, mengutip cukai, melalui what? Melalui sistem serahan, and also you can say antara sultan dan rakyat, middle person. Okay, so depends on which pemerintah they ask. If it's di perintah, di perintah we have petani, nelayan, peniaga, tukang, hamba, all this. What is serahan? System serahan means that we earn from farming, example, and then we need to pay depending on how much we farm. We pay don't know how many percent from the earning to the government. That's why we call it as serah, pay or give. Okay. We have another one called system kera. System kera means we work for free for the government. Yeah. So then according to our di perintah, which is our rakyat, di perintah, which is our rakyat, rakyat consists of petani, nelayan, peniaga, tukang, hamba. So they are what? They taat setia kepada raja, mematuhi segala arahan raja, tidak mendahaka, they will not betray. They will attend the public gathering, public meeting. They will become the sailor for warship. Okay, sailor for warship. And then they will become soldiers, tentera, or they will become a labor to build palace or road. Okay. Any question until here? Yeah, you can actually say that, teacher, hey, the pembesar only got 3. You can add one more lah. You can add one more, which is what? Pembesar also provide the guys to become the soldiers. Eh? Why leh? Okay.
6下午2点就会慢慢的跟你解释，还要找出你内在的优势。
Why leh? Why suddenly you all disappear one? So sad. 怎么? I also jump Saya sudah jump Okay, you know what? I'm gonna continue, okay? No time to waste. Let's go. Okay. 怎么? You know? Oh, not bad, You all got a shortcut of 怎么. Okay, let's continue, Okay, so then we can write the number 4 one lah. You can say membekalkan tenaga tentera melalui, just now I say there is another system called system what? System kera. Guys, system kera. What is system kera, guys? System kera means that you work for free for the government. You work for free for the government. Because you don't earn, you don't earn. So you have to work. Understand? Any question under here, guys? So you see, already enough. Sultan got 4, Pembesar got 4. Okay, plus this one, 4. And then the Perindah got 7. More than enough, okay? Just remember 4 enough, okay? So any question, please write down this number 4. Guys, please write down this number 4. Done? Done, then you have to practice yourself again, Wing Sun, done, Melvinda, done, Chi Cheng, Ethan, Ming Chuan, Jaslyn, Matthias, Suchi, Cunning, Sanjana, Ryan. Okay, done. Okay, now, so look, when you continue, continue to memorize the continue to memorize, understand? Continue.
Hello， 同学你好，我是未成年 High School MY 的 Dino 学长。那如果你想要找出自己的天赋、兴趣，或者是让你在未来有更多的职业选择，可以帮助你提升你自己的自信心，还有找出你自身的优势。在来临的6月24号下午2点到4点钟，Dino 学长呢会跟一位临床心理师叫美心，诚意邀请你一起来玩这个霍兰的职业兴趣测试 Holland Test。那这个测试呢是由美国的心理学家 John Holland 提出的，当中也帮助了很多人找出自己的人生方向。不过在参加这个
I'm here. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. You know, I'm also confused as you. So we're gonna continue. All right. So, guys, maybe it is time. They want to tell me that it is time I have to go to our chapter 2. Okay. It is time. Let's go to chapter 2. Okay. Now, again, you all have to complete this one. Peranan, rakyat. Okay. So konsep wadat, pemerintah got Sultan Pembesar, di perintah got rakyat. So you go through all and then complete the huraian, contoh all, and then go through all the essay. Finally, we go to chapter 2. You see? I believe that they are actually asking me, Ming Yoke, go chapter 2 already lah. You're so slow lah. I know. Maybe lah, you know. Okay. So under this case, all right, let's start our chapter 2. Guys, chapter 2 basically, chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 4. I included until chapter 4.3. Do you realize your notes? I include all the way to 4.3. And guys, I gave you all the material is important for your exam 1. Only for your structural essay lah. I didn't put all those what objective one, you know, those. Okay, but meaning all those that is not gonna come out in your structural essay, I don't include in this. Okay, unless May. Okay, so you go through everything. Remember, when you read through, you have to, according to structure, max 4 points. Essay, max 8 points. This is how you study. Okay? Now, so under chapter 2, you need to know maksud nasionalisme. Perkembangan nasionalisme in Barat, which is what? Which is a Revolusi Keagungan, America, and Perancis. Keagungan is for our Britain one, correct? Yeah, glorious revolution. Then other than that, perkembangan nasionalisme di Asia is from India to China to Empire of Manya to Mesir to Japan. Then our Asia Tenggara, from the west to the east to the Southeast Asia, which is Philippines, Burma, Myanmar, Vietnam, Indonesia, and Thailand. Finally, came to our country, negara kita. And then at the end, faktor, how it came to our country. First, because of agama. 2, because of penulisan kreatif. 3, media cetak. 4, sistem pendidikan. 5, kemunculan golongan intelektual. 6, pengaruh luar dan serantau. These are all your factor, you know. Yeah. Then, factor means it may come out in your structural one, you know. Factor means it may come out in your essay. Means that it's 8 marks. So you remember 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 factor, 4 factor, and then each of it 1 huraian. Then you sure essay will be able to, unless they one by one are structural. One by one is structural, maximum you have to remember 4 points. Each of it maximum you must remember 4 points. Okay. So then finally, perkembangan nasionalisme, how does it expand in our country? Through education, through writing, and through association. And kesano. Okay. So guys, very simple one. How do you use this material? Just now the above one is that straightforward, right? This one is I provided you can practice yourself. Example accordingly, these are all the important exam questions that may come out in your structure or essay. Yeah, all the important questions. All right. So accordingly, for example, if suddenly they come out with the soalan, maksud nasionalisme, then it is what? Perasaan cinta terhadap negara dan bangsa. And then other than that, also means semangat kebangsaan, menentang penjajah, dan pembelaan terhadap negara bangsa, and gerakan mencapai kebebasan politik, ekonomi, dan sosial daripada penguasaan orang asing. These are the 4 important points you need to remember. Okay. So first, obviously, is love your country, or nationalism spirit, law. You try to fight for your land, or a movement to achieve freedom, or you know, all these are your general maksud. This is very important. This not that important, especially in SPM. This one only in objective 1. But now, if it's regarding to school exam, then you have to go through. No choice. Yeah. They may give you 1 and then ask you for 2 marks point. Understand? Okay. So each of it, hands gone. What is the meaning of nationalism? Professor William Aroff, Dr. On Jafar, Dr. Burhanuddin Al-Mimi. You at least remember 2222. Okay. Okay. Now, then after that, will they ask in essay? This one, they may in essay give you 8 marks. And then, of course, it's not only one professor. So if they give you 8 marks like this, then professor, 2 marks. Then professor, 2 marks. Professor, 2 marks. Then professor, 2 marks. Like this, just enough. 2, 2, 2, 2. Yeah. For your school exam, they may. But it's SPM leh. They don't like this question, right? Too detailed already. Yeah. Okay. So for school, I cannot guarantee because previous schools give before, but they give in structure never in essay. But you never know. Whatever may be, you know. All right, just take note, you know. Okay, now. Then we move into 2.2. You see, just maksud nasionalisme. This is the most important one. Okay. So when we go into our perkembangan, if you don't have time, then just ignore it. But if you have time, you are able to, then you go through this. Okay. Now, then the next one, 2.2. We talk about perkembangan nasionalisme di Barat. So what is the reason kebangkitan nasionalisme di Barat? Because of what? General answer, di Barat. They never say where, which country. So it's because of what? Penentangan pemerintahan beraja. Because of penindasan hak dan kebebasan rakyat. They bully the citizen, rights and freedom. Contoh what? Contoh the Revolusi Keagungan and Revolusi Perancis. And they also fight for independence. Contoh, Revolusi Amerika. So you have how many marks? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So you can just remember 4 maximum marks. Why? Because they only have 5 answer marks. 5 answer means there's no way it will come out in essay, 8 marks one, right? So only 4 maximum. This is how you understand how many you need to remember. You understand? Okay, so you can just cut off one contoh example. Okay, then we move on into the next one. For example, Revolusi Amerika. If they ask about perkembangan, perkembangan means usually it will come out in essay 8 marks. So you remember 8 points. That's why it is so much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. But if they only ask you faktor or sebab revolusi tercetus in America, what's the reason it started? It's because of these 4 answers. 4, maximum 4. You can see that first, because sebab British tidak melindungi hak penduduk Amerika. And then other than that, menentang akta memungut cukai. Contoh akta pelayaran, akta gula. You just give one example already enough. For example, I don't want to give so many, I just akta teh. Then, other than that, there is no representative of American people in British Parliament. Like these are the highlighted words are already what? 4 marks. Settled. This is a contoh. Contoh also 1 mark. Yes. Then penduduk Amerika, how? Peristiwa law. This is peristiwa law. So you can actually give off. But bagaimana penduduk Amerika melakukan revolusi lah? Usually is about perkembangan one. Usually is about perkembangan one. Teacher, if they ask perkembangan revolusi Amerika in essay question, how to link the sentence? Oh, easy lah. Perkembangan mah. Then you can say, revolusi Amerika tercetus disebabkan British tidak melindungi hak penduduk Amerika. Selain itu, penduduk Amerika juga menentang akta memungut cukai yang diperkenakan oleh British, contohnya akta teh. Selain itu, penduduk Amerika juga menentang British kerana tiada wakil Amerika dalam Parlimen British. And you just full stop. Okay. So then you continue. Then you continue by saying, penduduk Amerika menubuhkan Kongres yang diketuai George Washington menentang British. George. Then you full stop. Then you say, seterusnya George mengisytiharkan perang terhadap British. Comma, untuk memperjuangkan kemerdekaan Amerika. Like that. You just continue sentence. You want to put whatever seterusnya selain itu also can, you know. Tambahan pula di samping itu, you know. No worry one. Sejarah is not like BM very grammar one. Yeah, just campur all together into one story like that. Correct. Okay. Or you can just give 1, 2. Then you no need to give this. Then you continue 3, 4, 5, 6. Then 7, 8 also can. In one paragraph, yes. You want to separate into 3 paragraphs also can. 1 paragraph, 2 paragraph, 3. But I usually say just one paragraph enough lah. No need complicate. Okay. So then after that, continue on. Then after that, continue on. Finally, kejayaan is that. Oh, sorry. So bagaimana is you can just go through, like example, menubuhkan Kongres diketuai George Washington, mengisytiharkan perang terhadap British, memperjuangkan kemerdekaan Amerika, and meluluskan pengisytiharan kemerdekaan Amerika. Like this already, how many marks? 8 marks already, low guys. Enough. You know? Then after that, kejayaan is what? This one, kejayaan, you can just go through law. Finally, they successfully got kemerdekaan from British and they introduced system pemerintahan democracy like that. Yeah. If it's structure, 4 maximum. This one got 3, it wouldn't ask 4 marks on. So you just remember 2 marks. Exam question, they usually double marks on. Double. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah. Okay, now, then again, if they ask you perkembangan revolusi keagungan in England, then again, 8 marks. Point. Then if they ask you faktor or sebab tercetus revolusi keagungan, is because they want to menegakkan kedaulatan parlimen. They want to uphold the sovereignty, the power, authority of parliament. Then they want citizens' basic human rights. Teacher, soalan essay, maximum marks is 8 or 10. By right lah, under government exam is 8 one. But then at times school will give until 10 one. School will give until 10. There is times your school teacher give you 10, right? Yeah. So you just remember 2 more. An example like this: 4, 4, 2. As long as you remember 4, 4, 2, yeah, 10 already low. You know. Okay. Now next, Faktor why revolusi keagungan, because they want to uphold their human basic rights. Then at the same time, because Raja James II, they created the law without getting parliament's approval. And finally, the citizens do what? The citizens basically reject king with absolute power. So this one, maximum 4 already enough. Then the next one is, why is it that revolusi keagungan is called glorious revolution? Why in England they call it glorious revolution? Why? Because peralihan kuasa berlaku secara aman, peaceful, tanpa pertumpahan darah. Because Raja James II ran to France. Like this, actually, peralihan secara aman, tanpa pertumpahan darah, Raja James ran to France. Then the next one. Finally, what happened is they successfully achieve what? Okay, they successfully, number 1, achieve konsep kedaulatan parlimen and sistem raja berperlembagaan dimantapkan, and then bills of rights digubal. They prioritize who? Parliament to create the law and the rights to collect tax. The king ran away because people go against him. You see, menentang Raja. Raja James created the law without the approval of parliament. So everyone starts to go against him. And he's so afraid of the people, he ran away. When he ran away, no king. So that's when the political changes. So revolusi keagungan is called glorious revolution. Glorious, you know. It's so glorious. They don't need to fight, you know. Revolution. Okay. So konsep kedaulatan parlimen and sistem raja berperlembagaan dimantapkan. And then Bills of Rights digubal. Keutamaan Parlimen menggubah undang-undang and hak mengutip cukai. So here alone already got 4. And here alone already got 2. Okay, apakah kepentingan Kaya 2 treaties government yang dihasilkan? The 2 treaties Kaya 2 treaties government This one is a famous objective question lah. So, but it may also come out where it's written by John Locke. He talks about prinsip Raja Berperlembagaan. He rejected king with absolute power. They also says that government should be founded with the approval of the leader and the people. And the law created must fulfill the basic human rights. Yeah, this is the 4 marks. Actually, usually this one 2 marks already. Actually, usually this one 2 marks only one. But you know what? You just remember 4. Okay. Then we go to revolusi Perancis, perkembangan. Faktor or sebab tercetus. Basically is they want to fight for what? Memperjuangkan kebebasan, freedom, persamaan, same rights, and everyone is a family. According to golongan pemikir Perancis known as Rothschild and Voltaire. And then, other than that, they reject autocratic government by Raja Louis XVI and the upper class people. They monopolize various special rights, and citizens were the one that burdened with various taxes. To be honest, if you separate it out, you will have 1 mark, and then 2 mark, 3, and then 4, and then 5. Yeah, you just remember 4. Enough. Finally, how peristiwa, how they fight is they wrote a social contract. Talks about what? Suara rakyat or hasrat umum, where they claim that the voice of the people are higher than the government. Kedaulatan suara rakyat lebih tinggi daripada institusi raja. Basically, Rothschild write the social contract already 1 mark. Suara rakyat, hasrat umum is 2. This one is already 3. And then finally, they attack the jail to overthrow Raja Louis XVI and form a Republic Perancis. Like these are already 4, 5, and 6. So you just remember 4. Enough. Okay? Any question you want to ask? Anything don't understand? Yeah, sorry, I didn't tell you any story because I need you to know the key point. Okay, so then is when we come to Asia, if you don't understand, please ask, don't worry. Okay, so you come to Asia. Remember, you go through all the soalan. You go to faktor. Faktor nasionalisme di India. Because of the penentangan dasar imperialisme British, because of ancaman terhadap adat budaya dan agama masyarakat tempatan, because they focus on issues social agama, their love towards their local culture, you know, all this. Other than that, they have gerakan nasionalisme di negara India. Okay, gerakan nasionalisme, this is the gerakan or the perkembangan. Then you remember 8 lor. This one actually 2 to 4 already enough. No? Yeah, this one you remember 8. For example, Dahagi India. And then you remember is a pemberontakan sepoi British berbangsa India. Brahmo Samaj and Arya Samaj. They fight for what? their own local culture. Then after that, they have a more organized movement known as political party that voice out their opinion, such as INC and Liga Muslim. Finally, a more radical group came out known as Bal Gangadhar Tilak or Bipin Chandra Pal. Or you can say that they fight through militant attack. So you have what? This is Fakta Huraian. Fakta Huraian. Fakta. F is Fakta. H is Huraian. C is Contoh. So you can give this as Contoh. Contoh or another mark one actually. Then after that, Fakta and then Contoh and then Huraian. Already more than enough, guys. But then they may ask you, after World War I or after World War II, what happened? Then you need to know. Okay. So after World War I or after World War II especially. Especially INC, independent. India. Liga Muslim, Pakistan, independent like that. Okay. So you just go through. Remember 8. Okay. Now, then China also the same law. You see, I put it together as a perkembangan. Perkembangan maximum 8 only. It doesn't mean must be all 8. Sometimes perkembangan maybe come out in structure 4 marks. Okay. So in this case, you go through. It's either 8, okay, and then 4, and then 4, like that. Okay. All right. Now, so you just go through. You must go through. For example, perkembangan nasionalisme in China. And then facto nationalism in China is different one. Facto is because they want to strengthen their China culture, which are being threatened by political and economical of Western country. And they go against the weakness of their government called Dynasty Manchu. And they have a anti-Barat movement. Therefore, first of all, they menentang who? Menentang kelemahan pemerintahan Dynasty Manchu, who are considered outsider and lose his rights to rule. Mandate means rights to rule, you know. Rights to rule given by God. And therefore, citizens lose their trust towards Dynasty Manchu because he failed to prevent Western from coming in. Therefore, next is they have an anti-Barat movement led by Dr. Sunya Singh, focus on tiga prinsip rakyat. Tiga prinsip rakyat. And finally, focuses on kebajikan sosial, nasionalisme, demokrasi. Last they form Republic China. You remember any 4 already can lah. Japan is different. Nasionalisme di Jepun berbeza. Because they only cares about their own achievement, development. The moment when Japan are able to develop, they can prevent Western country from conquering, like Thailand like this. Thailand also developed their country to prevent being conquered. You understand? So in this case, you can see that, all right, kesedaran mencapai kemajuan bagi mengelakkan ancaman imperialisme Barat. So Maharaja Mikado Meiji, he introduced gerakan pemulihan Meiji, where menekankan pemodenan mengikut model Barat. So from here, their pemulihan includes gerakan pembaharuan dalam semua aspek kehidupan, which includes their country becoming an industrial country, a military strength, or an imperialist. So actually the main one is 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 marks already enough. They will ask what is Principe Bushido, especially in objective lah. Is willing to sacrifice for the country, willing to die. That, you know, Japan ma. Then other than that, we have Gerakan Islam, focus on what? Gerakan Islam focus on Islam, hold on to the actual Islam. And then according to Al-Quran and Hadith, last, to restore their life, to free themselves from penjajahan. So basically, you actually got 1 mark, 2 mark, 3, and 4. Membebaskan diri is considered another. Untuk. Yeah, you got 4. Then Gerakan Pan Islam. Gerakan Pan Islami and Gerakan Islah. So you can compare. So for the Gerakan Pan Islam, Islah is exactly here, the same. Okay, just that the Gerakan Islam, okay, you have to know that they urged the whole world of Islam to unite, to prevent being conquered, and therefore they created a fatwa. Fatwa means the Islam law. To urge the Islam people to bangkit berjuang bersama. Then if it's Asia Tenggara, guys, then you accordingly, you have to know the perkembangan nasionalisme in Filipina, which is started by Gerakan Propaganda, led by Jose Rizal. And then other than that, Liga Filipina by Jose Rizal, but failed. Teacher, how much? Question number 19. This one, actually, they will just ask you Gerakan Islam or Gerakan Pan Islam, the meanings. So each of it is only 2 marks, 2 marks. Also the same, if they ask you bandingkan, the most is 4 marks. Meaning you give 2 for Gerakan Pan Islami, 2 for Gerakan Islah. This one, it can be asking about only Jose Rizal. Then you give 4 marks because Jose Rizal from Gerakan Propaganda got 1 mark, and then the Huraian 1 mark, and then another Huraian 1 mark, and then the Liga Filipina another 1 mark, and then the Huraian 1 mark. So Jose Rizal alone got so many marks lah. But if the whole Gerakan, if the whole Gerakan, right, is the whole question, then it will be 8 marks. Essay. You can choose to give 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and another 2 Huraian in the middle. Yeah, each dot 1 mark, each dash 1 mark, to be exact. Okay, can So you can example, this is 8 marks. You can put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you put 6, 7, 8. You can like this. Then move on into the next one, which is faktor kebangkitan nasionalisme di Burma. Burma one, they only cares about faktor. Then you just remember 4 marks. Burma is Myanmar. For Vietnam, they got perkembangan awal and selepas Perang Dunia Pertama. So this one awal 4 marks, selepas Perang Dunia Pertama 4 marks. Or in total perkembangan 8 marks. Okay, Then next to page 14. Then you have perkembangan nasionalisme in Indonesia, again, this is the whole thing is 8 marks. But they may separately ask you. Ask you about what, ask you about Raden Arjun Kartini wrote a book about dasar diskriminasi Belanda yang menindas and kemunduran kepada bangsa Indonesia, like that. So they may ask awalnya, then they give you 4 marks. Then you take note, or the Muhammadiyah is to defend Islam from ancaman sekularisme Barat, like that. So you just remember 8. Very simple. 8 marks point, you can say first, second, third, fourth, fifth, 6, 7, and 8. The rest don't need to write also, okay. But then you have to, according to the soalan, what they want also lah. You have to read all. Why I give you so many answers? Because they may ask another type. For example, they may ask you, what are the party radical we have in Indonesia? Then you need to know lah, we have Syarikat Islam 1, we have Partai Komunis Indonesia 2, and Partai Nasionalis Indonesia 3. Like this example. Understand? Then again, you need to read through. Again is, what is the nationalism in Thailand berbeza? Nationalism in Thailand berbeza because of this 7 answer. 4 marks. Just remember 4 enough. Then they will ask you, why berbeza? This one berbeza. Then they may ask you the perkembangan. Perkembangan according to Raja Thailand, perkembangan according to Rakyat Thailand. The nationalism for Rakyat, the nationalism for Raja. But Thailand very seldom, but just go through lah. How many marks? 4 and 4. But why I give you so many answers? Because in case they ask you, apakah pemodenan birokrasi Barat yang dilaksanakan oleh Raja Mongkut? Then you know 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like that. 4 marks like that. Example here. Okay. Do you have any question? You all understand, right? Okay, Okay. Then after that, kesedaran nasionalisme di negara kita, I only give you the Melaka one. Because the only question that I see often come out is zaman Kesultanan Melayu Melaka only. So you just go through this part lor. All. 1, 2, 3, 4. All. 4. Finally, you have the faktor kemunculan gerakan nasionalisme di Asia Tenggara, in our country. In Asia Tenggara, faktor or sebab nasionalisme in Asia Tenggara, you must know, in negara kita. So we have how many faktor? You look, we have 6, whole page, 6. 6 factor here. You remember 8 marks or 10 marks for essay. So many points, right? So you have what? 4 factor or 5 factor and 4 huraian or 5 huraian. But you still need to go through example in detail. Example, faktor sistem pendidikan dapat membangkitkan semangat nasionalisme. Then you need to know loh. According to pendidikan modern, it is through madrasah 1 mark. Menerima idea nasionalisme pengaruh ulama kaum muda dari Sumatera Barat 2 marks. Menerima pengaruh pelajar pulang dari Mersey 3 marks. Mendapat idea kemajuan pemodenan masyarakat 4 marks. Then another one like that. Oh my God, a lot left. So I give you quite a lot of answer, but you can just go through, for example, 4, 4, 4. As long as you remember the 4 and 8 rules. 4 and 8 rules. So if it's a lot, most is 4 lor. For example, here got a lot 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then you remember 4. Understand? So same goes to 2.7. You go accordingly. Okay, and the rest you have to go through 4 and 8 marks rules. You have to go through all the way until chapter 2.8 also kesan. Until chapter 3, I also include for you already one. You must do well, get A+. Okay, all the important question I put here already. Every single thing is here. Every single structure essay is here. So you don't tell me you don't know how to do, I bite you, I tell you. Okay, so make sure until chapter 4 also I included, but only until 4.3 lah. Until chapter 4 is here. 4.1, British Military Administration. 4.2, Malayan Union also here. 4.3, Reaksi Malayan Union also here. You make sure you get A+, okay? All right. Teacher, my exam on July until chapter 7. Oh, yo. Ini sangat heart attack with the So no worry. For the normal class, we already in chapter what? For the normal class, we already in chapter this month, I think the end of chapter 4 ma. Yeah. Okay. So it's very fast one, no worry, okay? So any question? No question, then we are end today. Remember 4-8 rules 4-8 rules. Go through the soalan 4-8 rules. Go through and they are done. Understand? Double marks. 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay? Any question before you leave? Guys? No, okay. Thank you very much for today. Good luck for your exam, Make sure A+. See you guys. Thank you. Goodbye. Sayonara.